reiterate what my two colleagues said earlier on, where they commended the vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. From the very beginning, he wanted to have an approach to governance that would give an economic expansion using some sort of a diversification process. And that's what he did by identifying this ministry, the Ministry of Art, Culture, and Creative Economy, now the Ministry of Art, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy. The first of its kind has never been done before in the history of Nigeria, where it's a standalone ministry that will be able to really interrogate and have a deep dive into all the potential abound within this industry. So what we started to do from the beginning in terms of looking at how we can really have this economic expansion is to think outside the box. How can we, as a ministry, contribute to the expansion of Nigeria through what we already have? And one of the FEC memo that we brought to Council today was for the approval of monetization of tangible and intangible asset in the creative and tourism sectors by our ministry together with the Ministry of Finance Incorporated. As we all know, Nigeria is extremely blessed, and is not blessed only within the creative and cultural industry, but also within the tourism industry. We have a lot of assets to our name. So we're looking at how we can use that to monetize it, and by monetizing it and securitizing it, we can also bring this value back into the communities, into the country, and into the economy as one. So this memo was to monetize the Nigeria's tangible and intangible assets in both the creative, cultural, and the tourism industry. And it really is about creating a new revenue stream, one that has never been done before, but using what we already have as a nation. And of course, growing the economy. Our ministry has committed to contributing and growing the economy by $100 billion by 2030. And we hope to do that by putting up all the modalities in place that will allow the industry to grow organically on its own. And we also want to address unemployment, create jobs. We are going to create at least 2 million jobs by 2027 within this industry. And some of our tangible assets that we have signed within the MOU with Moby is the museum collections and our artifacts, our historical monuments and landmarks, and our federally owned arts and paintings. Some of the intangible assets are traditional knowledge, our languages, our indigenous textiles, such as the adire, the culinary heritage, such as Ijebu Gari, and of course, cultural landscapes and landmarks such as Lagos, Ikogosi, Obudu, Mambila, so many other too numerous to mention. So the strategy for this monetization is going to take 4 separate processes. The first is for us to access the assets that we already have under our ministry, that is under all of our agencies. We've already finished that specific process. Now it is for us and Moby to sit down to now access and monetize them. So this is a really exciting time, I think, for Nigeria. It is an exciting time for Nigerian identity, for our traditions, for our culture. It is a time whereby we already use what we have to see how we can really expand and how we can give back to the community in a way that does not put more pressure on our budgetary, already economically. I think the world is going through some level of challenge. And of course, with the tariffs that are coming out from America, as a nation, we have to know what we will do as a standalone nation to increase our revenue on our own. And I think this is one of the ways we're going to do it. And it also is going to add to national pride, because things that we already have, the content, the talent, the creativity, the assets that we have that the whole world is interested in. Now what we are doing is to put a framework, a strategy in place that will allow us to really get the worth and the value from it. So this was approved today, and it's a very exciting time, I think, not only for the ministry, but for the nation as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you.